Hello everyone, this is Beverly signing on to welcome you all to another video. And yes, I am back to making Animal Crossing content. Man, it has been quite some time. I know it's been over a year for this. Let me tell you, my island is, to say the least, an absolute mess. I seriously need to do a lot of changes around here, and honestly I've been struggling a bit with feeling overwhelmed or burnt out from making content from the past. This was due to the sheer abundance of changes and items added to the 2.0 update back in November of 2021. But now I feel like the Animal Crossing community has turned a new leaf. Get it? New leaf? Anyways, I've been feeling a sense of lessened pressure from the gaming community to not only just strive for the best of the best and only restrict to requirements of one theme. Really, I'm not interested in limiting myself in that way because I can't quite pinpoint an exact word or quote-unquote core that is best describing the vibe that I'm going for. I just know that there are specific elements that I would like to implement to my island. Right here is a build that I don't intend on changing much, and this is one that I made back in YouTube when I was still making videos, and if you're interested you can check that out down in the description as well. It's just a quick little simple build. If we continue back to my entrance of my island, there are a lot of things that I would change. Mainly I would like to add some more items and use less custom designs. I kind of went a bit crazy here because this is where I was testing out a lot of the combinations that I have. I figured out that I'm okay with customizing everything to my liking, and I know that I can change just about everything on my island. One major thing that I am keeping is that I have almost all of my perfect dreamies here on Snoggy. I have been battling with the idea of wanting to completely reset my island or flatten my island, and honestly the thing that's keeping me from doing that is the fact that I have almost all 10 perfect villagers. Most of my other shops and buildings are pretty incomplete, so there are a lot of changes that I can do here, so there's plenty more left to be changed, except for my horrible rock garden. I cannot change that. That is one thing that I just physically cannot do. The first time doing this project was an absolute traumatizing mess, and only for each step to get more and more difficult and frustrating. Here's a quick flashback to the absolute chaos my island was when recording the process of trying to move these rocks before, and I refuse to move these rocks ever again. I just can't do it. Now I don't even want to look at this area, let alone build to it. However, what better way to start on this new horizon than to overcome one of my failures? I did some cleaning up around the area and I have a blank slate, and I also decided that this moss pond is the most perfect focal item to add to the rock garden. And this item didn't even exist back when I was first making this garden, so it was like I was destined to reassess this area. Now that I have proof of concept that the blending of the mossy items to the rocks is gonna look great, I'm just gonna go ahead and start throwing stuff around and hoping it sticks. Although I am taking a bit of inspiration from a picture I found on Pinterest here on the screen. I really like the natural vibes that it gives and the diverse items that are being used, but I'm also gonna add some snoggy spice to it, as well as use a lot of 2.0 updates because they're just chef's kiss. And of course I gotta slap some custom designs basically everywhere to tie everything in. With the addition of different heights in the items that I'm using, I'm definitely getting a clearer vision of this build, but of course I always have to take breaks to get more items because I don't think I could ever predict exactly every single item that I would use for this build. I do lean more into the garden aspect of this, so I decided to add a little gyroid to be a gardener for this area, and a little worker that has a place in the back to tend to the flowers, and then a place to the side to help sell and give away flowers or crops. Something that I would like to change is the fact that I annoyingly added these 4 dots of in-game path back when I was moving the rocks that are now eternally there because I will not be breaking these rocks ever again. So I'm trying to think of a cool way to fix this so they aren't just like 4 random dots on my map. But okay, I definitely gave up on fixing that. And I did decide that I would like to move Rudy's house up to the right of this build because I think I will be adding a little forest over this way and maybe another kind of garden. And I believe that Rudy would be the perfect little helper for my little gyroid friend, as since he tends to the gardens. And with the final finishing touches added, here's a quick walkthrough of the completed garden. This has to be the perfect first build to get me back into making Animal Crossing content. I really love the varying items and custom designs that I use, and I love the little gyroid gardener and even the calming vibes of imagining having a little picnic in this area. I hope you enjoyed this new build to Snogging Crossing. You can look forward to more coming soon. If you feel like sticking around for similar content, please subscribe. This is Beverly signing off. Bye!